Immediately, I remember like the first time putting it on going, yep, this is it. Like, I don't have to look any further. I found it. And that feeling has resonated ever since. I've not wanted to put anything other than Avasol on my face for the last 5 years because I trust it and it feels good and I know it works. I've spent 7-hour days in the ocean and I come in no more sun crispy than I was the day before.
The first time I actually consciously thought about what sunscreen I was putting on my body and why I was putting it on my body was when my friend introduced me to Avasol. And it wasn't just the product that felt right and that smelled good and that worked well when I put it on, but it was the whole ethos behind the company that really caught my attention, and that really started making me think about how important that is to making a good product. You can't have a good sunscreen without having good intention behind it, just like anything else.
Every choice matters and every package matters. Every product matters. And that there's a sunscreen that exists that is answering both the need for a new way of packaging, and it's kind of getting back to the old way of packaging. It's just products from the earth. So it's reverting our ways back to the earth. We did the chemical thing, we're seeing that it doesn't work on skin. So let's bring it back to the earth and use things that come straight from the ground and from flowers and from trees. Oh, and it's actually healing my skin at the same time as protecting it from the sun. It's actually healing my skin and at the same time protecting it from the sun. That's what we're looking for.
I think that regardless of whether or not you're an outdoor company, you need to have a connection with the environment. Whatever your environment might be, that totally changes your understanding of your product, and it totally changes your ability to connect with your customers. And so having that connection and that understanding, that organic understanding, I think is completely essential, especially if you're making something like sunscreen.
Like, every time I put on the sunscreen, it feels good because I know that I'm doing something good for myself and for the earth at the same time. And sometimes those little tiny mini battles are enough to keep you inspired to want to seek a better way of living in the future. So every time that I put on Avasol, I feel like there's a little win. And that feels good because we need as many wins as we can get.